What you're about to see is not real news. It is satire based on real news. The characters you're about to see are not real-life humans. They are frighteningly realistic puppets based on real-life humans. The views expressed in the show are not necessarily those of StarSat, its sponsors, its advertisers, or the nice lady that makes the coffee.
Look, we all admire Nelson Mandela, and we all respect the movie of Long Walk to Freedom, but let's be honest here. The box office has sucked donkey piles. The reason? Not enough action, not enough stars, which is why I have remade it. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. They put him in prison on an island beyond hope.
Send him to Alcatraz!
They tried to break his spirit.
Break his spirit!
But they didn't count on the power of the love. This summer, Justin Bieber is Nelson Mandela in Mandela 2, Long Walk to Napalm.
Madiba, as your best friend, Walter Sisulu, I must ask you, when they release you from prison, will you seek revenge or reconciliation?
Revenge, motherfucker!
He's getting out of jail, and he's coming to kick your honky asses.
If needs be, it is a principle for which I am willing to kick your lily white asses! Sarah Connor?
No, man.
What the?
I'm F.W. de Klerk.
Are you a believer?
Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. This time, it's personal.
Good evening, South Africa and the world. You're watching Puppet Nation.
Yes, greeting comrades, commissars, and ordinary and extraordinary citizens of our republic.
Oh, stop.
I thought you said the prey was sexy.
It's sexy up to a point, and then it starts catching me in my throat and making me want to barf.
So, greetings, comrades,
Sexy. Hot.
but extraordinary republic. Sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, so, I didn't realize that the Madiba movie was doing badly.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to struggle to make back half the money it cost. But it gets worse.
Oh, yeah?
It made about 20 million rand in South Africa.
So, what's the problem?
The new Schuster movie has made about 25 million rand.
Kill me now.
Well, we've got a great show lined up for you, so let's get to it. Rian.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Rian is off this week, so we're reading the news.
Did he bugger off to 1986 again?
Yeah, something about his paisley tie getting jammed in the gearbox of his Ford Escort, and he's not going to be back for a while. So,
Shame.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's get to it.
President Zuma spent several hours at Durban's Life Ntabeni Hospital last weekend. Sources said it was an unscheduled visit, but President spokesperson Mac Maharaj said it wasn't unusual for the president to go for various tests.
Did that include a lie detector test?
Good question. Mac didn't say.
Even if it did, that machine didn't stand a chance.
President Barack Obama has said that smoking weed is less dangerous than drinking alcohol.
Critics say his remarks risk undermining his own government's drug laws. Mr. President.
Is it that time already? Gosh, I was just taking a... Forget it.
Mr. President, is it better for people to have a drink or a joint?
Neither. They're both bad habits. People, send me your marijuana, and I'll make sure it gets destroyed. Vince, bring me the pot-destroying device.
Barack, are you talking to that slut from Denmark again?
Gotta go, guys. Cool runnings.
Was that a bong?
Yeah, shame. The poor man's taking a lot of strain.
Yeah, Congress isn't going easy on him, eh? The Obamacare fiasco.
No, from Michelle. She's mad at him. Haven't you heard? The marriage is on the rocks.
Really?
Yeah.
Shoo. If that woman was mad at me, I would need a bigger bong, eh?
The country's top politicians will be earning a combined 45 million rand more this year, thanks to the generosity of President Zuma.
Did he actually approve this wage increase?
He sure did, on the 3rd of January, and backdated to April last year.
Let's find out what he was thinking. Mr. President, last year you called for a civil service pay freeze. Now you've gone and given politicians a 45 million rand increase. What were you thinking?
Thinking? Oh, right. Thinking. Well, it is like this. Unemployment is what? 5%? And inflation is like 25%. Or is it the other way around? It doesn't matter. What is important is that we reward our civil servants for the fantastic job they are doing.
Oh, yes, yeah, the job that they're doing. A brilliant job. Covering up for you when it comes to things like Nkatla and the spy tapes.
Exactly.
Mr. Zuma, ordinary members of parliament will now be earning close to 80,000 rand a month. Some of them do little more than slouch on the back benches and catch up on lost sleep.
Justice, what's your point?
The point is, that's nearly 1 million a year per member of parliament, plus the car and the other perks, and there are a bloody 490 of them, plus 9 provincial legislatures with up to 80 members each, and...
Deborah, I love it when you talk numbers to me.
Please.
ANC Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa is to lead an ANC delegation to Perth, Australia, to woo South African voters living there and possibly establish a branch of the party. What's so funny?
I'm sorry. Are we on air? I thought that was one of your stupid jokes.
I'm afraid it's true.
Really? Does the ANC not know that these South Africans moved to Australia to get away from the ANC?
No. South Africans are living in Australia because the climate is better there.
The economic climate?
No. Well, yes, maybe.
Well, how many white South Africans living in Australia do you think will vote for the ANC?
Even if we get one vote, it will be worth sending Comrade Cyril over there.
Do you really think it will make a difference?
Of course.
How?
He may not come back.
So, Mr. Zuma, we meet again.
Hello, Strudel. Where are we exactly?
I will be asking the questions, Mr. President. You see, Jacob, we are worried, yes? Very worried about our investment. We Austrians spent a lot of money putting up toll roads in your country, Jacob. But where is the money, Jacob? Where is our money?
The check is in the mail.
Liar! My truth is that nobody is buying e-tax. Is this not so?
We didn't think that motorists would just use other alternative routes. We didn't think these people would be so devious.
You made a deal. You sold your roads and your motorists to us. And now you will discover what happens when you don't honor a deal in Austria. Gunther, bring me the veal schnitzel. I see you are made of stronger stuff. Put in the Sound of Music DVD, Gunther, the extended version.
Oh, I love that film. That man has many children.
We are a civilized people, but I am afraid you leave me no choice. May God have mercy on your soul. Gunther, he is all yours. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Comrades, I smell a rat.
Yes, sorry, Chief. I've got irritable bowel syndrome.
Commissar, you are a disgusting fungus. I am talking about the ANC handing out food parcels ahead of the elections.
No! Boo! Pansi, food parcels, pansi!
These food parcels are very, very bad.
Actually, my chief, they are quite nice.
What?
I had one. It was knickknacks and some sausage rolls and a stir stampy and
Shut up! Why are you taking ANC food parcels?
because the EFF doesn't hand out food parcels, my chief.
Chief, maybe we must start handing out food parcels too.
But we already hand out red berets.
But Chief, they don't taste very nice. And they are very difficult to digest.
What kind of food must be handed out?
Chocolates!
Ah, don't be stupid. Chocolates will give you diabetes.
Okay, but maybe we can write on the chocolates, diabetes, proudly brought to you by the ANC.
No, the ANC has never succeeded in giving anyone anything, not even diabetes.
Okay, what do people like to eat?
Chocolates!
Shut up!
Aromat?
Yabo!
Yabo!
Halala, aromat!
Halala, halala.
Then it is decided. You go and buy 45 million bottles of Aromat, one for every freedom fighter in the country.
Chief, that will cost R500 million.
Then we will nationalize the Aromat factory.
Yes, the people shall share in the aromat.
Aromat for all!
Okay, who knows where the Aromat factory is?
Isn't it in Salt River?
You people are pathetic.
Comrades, we have to redeploy our signal to show some capitalist propaganda. But we will return as fast as you can say, Asijigi, Commander Julius, Asijigi.
Stop sucking up. They're not going to win the election.
If I told you in 1994 that Martinus van Schalkwyk would end up being one of the longest serving MPs, you'd have said I was crazy. The point is, you never know.
Asijiki!
Are you a chief but not getting enough respect? It could be because you're not fat enough. Now, with the all-new Big Chief, you can easily reach your full chiefly size. Made from lard and extracts of diabetes, just take 400 capsules a day and you'll be amazed at the results. You'll have massive respect faster than you can say Big Chief. And let's not forget about your lovely first lady. Or should I say lovely first ladies?
Okay, Chief. That's my tip. Oh, all right.
Get Big Chief today and you'll never look back. You'll never get out of your chair again either. But who cares when you're the king?
Welcome back after that entirely pointless and, let's be honest, financially disastrous break. Justice, let's do the news, shall we?
Let's. The DA has asked the government to provide answers about a satellite that was commissioned over 8 years ago.
Project Flute cost in the region of 1 billion rand. Now there is doubt over whether the satellite even exists.
I think we have someone from the Russian embassy on the line.
Good day, sir. The South African government commissioned a spy satellite from a Russian company in 2006, and we would like to know...
Niet, know nothing about no spying satellite. Speak to your defense ministry. Must go now. Gaze at the gate. No snow in Sochi. Pussy rioting everywhere. Das vidanje.
Get me someone from the Department of Defense now.
So, Bona,
Sir, what can you tell us about Project Flute?
2 words. Terra.
That's one word.
Oh, yeah. And the other word is Lakota.
What has Terra Lakota got to do with this?
He signed a contract with the Russians. Talk to him. Goodbye.
Talk to Terra. Sorry, I don't think I can cope.
That's funny.
What?
Never mind.
Great.
How am I going to cope? COSATU wants to fire suspended General Secretary Zuma Vavi for spending union funds on airfares for his wife and ex-wife.
He also apparently paid for a massage for himself.
Mr. Vavi, 35,000 rand on flights. Have you learned nothing from working so closely with the government?
What do you mean?
Well, 35,000 rand isn't very much, is it? If you're going to abuse an official credit card, why not go big?
You are right, absolutely. I am embarrassed at the amount, but my family doesn't really like flying. What could I do?
You're also accused of spending 1,500 Rand of union money on a massage. That must have been one hell of a massage.
She was a body therapist. I hired her for medical reasons.
I bet you did. Oh well, at least you had one day with a happy ending.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has reassured gay competitors and spectators at the Sochi Winter Olympics that they will not be in danger. The games are due to start in less than 2 weeks.
We're joined now by President Putin and a member of the French luge team.
Hello.
Lube? What kind of sport is lube? It is not even a sport. It is a lubricant. How dare you people?
Luge, Mr. Putin, luge. It is a sport where the athletes lie on their backs.
On their backs? I will not have these degenerate bottom bandits coming to my country and...
Could I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
I just want to say, President Putin, that I am a big fan of yours. And when I say big, I mean very big, if you know what I mean.
Really? Tell me more.
You have the most beautiful muscles.
Yes, I do. What else do you like about Russia?
Oh, your eyes. Oh, my God. Your eyes are like shards of granite.
Yes, of course. But what about the rest of it? What we like to call the abdomen of Russia.
Packed hard, like the snows of Sochi. So very hard.
Yes, Russia is hard. And I am also hard. I must go now.
Don't forget your lube.
Send him in. Who are you? And why have you come to North Korea? Mr. De Villiers. But you can call me Dev. Can I call you Kim? No? Okay, forget it. No, man, listen, it's just, I heard you guys is paying international sports guys to come and play here, like Dennis Rodman and stuff like that. And man, I've been out of a job for a while, and my vrouw Krobishirov is there, so I was wondering if maybe you need a coach for your national rugby team. What is rugby? It's this, Your Majesty. Why is your ball such a funny shape? Oh yeah, it was a long flight from Cape Town, and then my one ball kind of got like wedged down between my legs, but there was no space to move, and then like the other one... We are not interested in your squashy ball sport. We are only interested in two things: basketball and the nuclear annihilation of our enemies. Oh, Dennis Rodman sang happy birthday to me. You too must sing. Oh, yeah, I was never like, okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Interesting. Bring in my cousin. Carry on. Happy birthday, dear Kimmy. Happy birthday to you. Welcome to North Korea, Mr. Div. This could be the start of a beautiful friendship. Yes?
Great leader, your mother-in-law, do you want her cooked in oven or fed to dogs?
Dogs. Always the dogs. One of my favorite songs. Who let the dogs out? Me. I think I made a terrible mistake here, So, Your Highness... you'd make a great hooker, eh?
Welcome to another edition of Hard Shout. My guest today is Ria Piecha, the woman tasked with turning our completely shit police force into a slightly less shit police force. Commissioner, welcome to the show.
Thank you, but I would just like to say that there are many highly dedicated, brave and professional police officers in the SAPS.
How many?
63.
Commissioner, crime figures are still ludicrously high. Police corruption seems to be rampant. Where does the buck stop? Why do South African police commissioners only lose their jobs once they're convicted of a major crime?
Deborah, there is accountability. We have many officers with accountability, that is the ability to count, working hard on processing the crime figures all the time.
What do you mean processing the crime figures?
We put them through a rigorous sorting process known as shredding.
Commissioner, let's talk about trust. After Marikana...
Wow, blah, 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 blah. I can't hear you.
What are you doing?
Please go on. You were saying?
I was saying that the public's trust in the police is at an all-time low. And after Marikana... Commissioner, please!
Sorry, Deborah. Go on.
So, can I not talk about it?
You can talk about anything you like.
Except Marikana.
Biba. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I can't work like this. Get off my show!
Oh, what? Are you going to have me arrested?
I warned you. 10111 flying squad. Hello? Hi. They've put me on hold. Any moment, lady. Any moment. Hello? Yes, hi. I'd like to report a case of... They hung up.
Deborah, if you write a formal complaint, I promise I will direct it to the appropriate shredder.
Well, we're out of time. Police Commissioner, thank you. I think we'll agree that democracy was the winner. And although Marikana...
What?
Marikana.
You kind of touched on it there. But I don't understand why we keep getting these commissioners who are either criminal or incompetent.
It's a shitstorm, Justice. It's a shitstorm and a dog and pony show.
I mean, isn't the position of police commissioner basically the toughest job in South Africa?
No, that's stay-at-home mum.
Huh?
Oprah says being a stay-at-home mom is the toughest job in the world.
With all due respect to Oprah, I think working in a deep-level gold mine is probably a bit tougher.
There you have it, folks. Being a stay-at-home mom who works in a deep-level gold mine, toughest job in the world. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Are you being confused by all these flipping new street names?
What? Left into Vatsenstraat? Mandela. What kind of name is that, man? Flip it, man. I'm already 20 minutes late for the after-hour command reunion.
Don't worry, because now with the new Voortrekker GPS system, you'll always go in the right direction. The far right direction.
At the roundabout, turn right into Hendrik Vervoort Drive. Congratulations, you have reached your destination. 1961.
This fucking country might be going down the wrong road, but at least you won't be.
Welcome back. You're watching Puppet Nation. Justice, let's check in on the latest news headlines.
Julius Malema has told farm workers in Worcester that if the EFF comes to power, they can take over the farms and be the bosses. He said that they could sell the wine and keep the money for themselves.
Gentlemen, did you hear that, Julius Oak? I can own this fucking farm!
What? He didn't say you own the fucking farm. He said the workers. Most of workers just like you. I will soon own this bloody farm.
Yeah, you. I'm the boss of you now. Give him a fucking vein, man.
Your master koppel Facebook. You're not the boss of me, you fuck you. This is my wine. I want to sell it to the Oaks by the overseas. Just like the Zuzu did.
Yeah, man.
Fuck you.
Man. Don't master me.
Sports Minister Fikile Mbalula is still refusing to apologize after calling Bafana a bunch of losers.
He also called the team a bunch of unbearable, useless individuals.
I'm disappointed. More than disappointed. What is another word for disappointed? Disillusioned, deluded, depressed. I'm fucking depressed. Did you see what the goalie, that useless fucking Munib Jacobs did. Ah, man, we had enough of this team. Losers, traitors, terrorists. They must be jailed, executed, fucking,
You can say anything you want about Minister Mbalula, Justice, but that man's got style.
EFF leader Julius Malema and IFP leader Mangosuthu Buthelezi have buried the hatchet.
Cynics say this is a ploy on Malema's part to get a foothold in KwaZulu-Natal.
If I want a football, I will go to game.
A foothold, not a... Oh, never mind. Look, Mr. Malema, critics say your newfound friendship with Buthelezi is nothing but opportunism on your part.
Not true, Deborah. I have always admired Gacha. Not Gacha. I have always admired Shenge for his
collaboration with the apartheid regime?
We were not born back then, so it didn't exist.
Seriously, Julia, so you're not doing this just so you can campaign in the heartland of the Zulus?
Buthelezi has given me his blessing. This is a good Zulu. I can work with him.
A good Zulu, really? Can you give me an example of a bad Zulu?
Thank you. Wow, thank you. So it's great to be back home. So I've had a fantastic few months in the US. Yeah, and I was staying in LA, just off Santa Monica Boulevard. Okay, that wasn't actually a joke. Seriously, you don't have to laugh at everything I say. Yeah, now it's getting annoying. I know it's easy to get laughs with the local comedy audience, but this is ridiculous. Are you guys brain damaged or just incredibly undiscerning? You know I just insulted you, right? Shut up! Okay, f it. I had some great material, but hey, when in South Africa... Okay, what's up with the ring? Have you ever noticed how 1 + 1 = 2? You're all fucking morons.
You know, Justice, when I see Trevor nailing it overseas, it makes me regret giving up on my own stand-up career.
You did stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I was quite good. But you have to be able to deal with heckling, and I'm not very good at that.
Come on. You do hard shout. You're the queen of the comeback.
Not really in a comedy vibe.
I'm sure you're being too hard on yourself. Come, let's try. You tell a joke, and I'll heckle you.
Okay, all right. So there's a Scotsman, an Englishman, and an Irishman in a bar, right?
Hey, Deborah, you suck.
Well, I hope you get paralyzed in a car crash and one night you get food poisoning, but you can't go home, so you just lie there and you slowly drown in your own vomit. And then before the funeral, they mix up the bodies and you get fed to pigs, but it's irrelevant anyway because nobody comes to your funeral because you're a cunt.
Yeah, that kind of killed the comedy.
Yeah, you see?
Whoa! Well, comedy's loss is our gain.
Thanks, man.
That's our show.
Sorry, I brought the whole mood down.
Yeah.
You did ask.
I did. See you next week.
What? What you looking at? I'm sorry, okay? But he did ask.